What is the problem and what is the solution? Because if you don't know what the problem is and you don't know what the solution is, what you don't want to do is take over a business that continues to decline. What do you know about this business? Have they sent you anything? Have you asked for anything?
Yes, I have the last 3 years of accounts,
Okay.
as well as the year to date.
Okay.
So that is just the August, September, October numbers.
Yep.
The story on the EBITDA side of things is that it's been in decline.
Yes.
There's quite a bit of a story behind why, and I'm going to find out more on Monday. But it's gone from roughly 700 to 600 to 500. When I spoke to the guy the first time, the story was that, guess what? This year is going to be the year that we turn it around.
Yes.
And so I was skeptical when he said that, because you'd said previously they always say that. And I said, well, look, I have to see the year-to-date accounts, because otherwise, if the business is just in decline, although the revenues have been steady and I could figure out a story as to why EBITDA would be going down, I wasn't really too sure if it was a good first acquisition. And the first quarter year-to-date numbers came through, and it looks like it is being turned around.
Okay.
And there's been a change in leadership. So the person now running it is the son of the founder.
Well, that
who's
could be the
retired.
difference, right?
You're watching this because you're interested in buying a business. So get my business buying toolkit free of charge. 17 downloads, videos, reports, and my books as well, completely free of charge. The link is right below.
Okay, so how do you feel about your meeting on Monday? Do you feel calm and collected, or is there maybe you're just not thinking about it until then?
I'm definitely thinking about it a lot.
Okay.
What I'm really keen to understand is, from his, in his words, why has EBITDA been going down? And net profit, of course, along with it. What's been happening that means there's been 3 years of consistent decline.
Yes.
And now that he's taken the helm, fair play, it seems to be turning around.
Yeah,
but
sure,
how do we make sure that that is consistent?
Absolutely. So what is the problem and what is the solution? Because if you don't know what the problem is and you don't know what the solution is, what you don't want to do is take over a business that continues to decline, and before you know it, in 3 years' time, there's nothing there.
Oh, that's my key worry. I'm buying a failing business, which obviously we don't want to do.
So there is therefore a degree of risk. Okay. If the business was growing every year, becoming more profitable every year, then your risk is massively mitigated.
Yeah.
But if there is an increased level of risk, then that is going to be reflected in the price and the terms. So the price and the terms have to reflect the fact that there is risk in this transaction, and it would be absolutely ludicrous for you to metaphorically write a check and hand over the money, and then they sail off into the sunset and you've got the keys and the business. So therefore you have to, and this is all part of your conversation with him, you say, look, we have to, so my lawyer would never let me do this unless we figure out something that mitigates that risk. And the safest way for me to mitigate that risk, and the best way for you to sell the business within a reasonable time frame, is to link the payment for the business to the performance of the business. Because I'm going to absolutely take what you say at face value, it's going to be great next year. But my concern and my lawyer's concern would be, well, if it isn't, am I overpaying? Am I paying for something that the business can't afford? The business has to be able to finance its own acquisition. And any buyer, not just me, but any buyer would say exactly the same thing. So you might think, I can get a better deal with someone else. They'll say the same thing to you. The best deal you're ever going to get is the one sitting right in front of you, and that's me right now. So I reckon if we have enough cups of coffee, we can figure out a solution that means that you can sell this business by, and you've already found out when they want to do the deal by.
Yep.
You can sell the business by that time, and it means that we can buy it from you, but I'll be able to sleep at night, and I won't be berated by my lawyer.